Skenes, guys. Thank you for listening to the Bridge to Buctober podcast, where we talk all about them Pittsburgh Pirates and that. My name is Josh. Today is August 13th. Paul Skenes pitches the worst game of his young career, and, well, the rest of the game was even worse than that. What can you say? It was a 2-touchdown shutout by the Brewers. And, one of those games that you'd like to easily forget. Without question. Let's talk Paul Skenes here for a second. He only goes 4 innings. He gives up 6 hits, walks 2 home runs, 4 runs all said, and strikes out 4 along the way. Flashback to June 25th in Milwaukee. His last time he pitched there, he threw 4 innings. He only gave up 4 hits on 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. No homers in that one, though, but he gives up 4 runs as well. 93 pitches last night in 4 innings. Looked a lot like his start in Colorado on August 2nd when he threw 94 pitches and only 58 strikes. Last night, 93 with just 60 strikes. Also gave up 4 runs in that one in Colorado. That's 3 starts this year. I mean, every once in a while, you see that he's a little bit human, right? That's just the way it goes. And this was one of those nights. After giving up just 2 runs in all of July and 5 starts and 27 innings, he's had 2 starts of 4 runs this month. In 3 starts and 11 innings total, sandwiched around the 6 scoreless innings against the Reds. This is one that you just forget about. And listen, the Brewers are white hot right now, just on fire. That's 11 straight for them. They're the first team to 70 wins, and they're just rolling with it. Best team in baseball, the Milwaukee Brewers. Best team in baseball. We had the Cubs earlier this year. Best team in baseball. The Tigers have been the best. These are all central teams. We've talked about this before. I mentioned it not too long ago. But the Brewers are on another level. And this is the second time that they've gotten to Paul Skenes like this. Granted, let's just say, first off, this is the major leagues. And you saw it in Colorado against not the Brewers, right? And you saw it last night against the Brewers. If you're all around the plate but not on it, when you throw it over the plate, major league hitters are going to hit it. And that's what we've seen very few times. This was the worst start of Paul Skenes' career. I think. This was as bad as it gets. It's going to happen. I see the reactions, embarrassing, all this, that, and the other. It is what it is. This is baseball. It stinks that it's in the middle of a bunch of bad baseball by the Pirates. But in general, this kind of thing happens every once in a while, and it's a good turn the game off and go do something else kind of night. I think I had it muted for a little while. Skenes surrenders the 4 runs. His ERA just goes up to 2.13. It's still phenomenal, I guess. I don't know. He's still an incredible pitcher. 2.05 on his career. So his career ERA has now gone up above 2. We could talk about the rest of the game. Yohan Ramirez is 2 batters in, gives up 2 runs of the 4 that he would give up in an inning. Again, Yohan Ramirez, we know who he is. I don't know if we need to see a ton of him, but he's going to eat innings. And right now, this team needs innings. Barucki was equally as bad, 3 runs. Triolo gives up a couple that were unearned somehow. I don't understand. You did get a Santana sighting. He pitched an inning. It was fine, but man, this was just an ugly one. And one of those games that once it got to a certain point, it was just boring. Every once in a while, you hold out a little bit of hope. I saw the game where they came back down 9. So even after Skenes was out, it still felt like, oh, maybe they still come back in this. I had mentioned before that the Pirates have been averaging 5.25 runs per game in Skenes' last 4 starts. This was different. And you know what? Freddie Peralta was different. He was really good. I know that this offense can make guys look good. We've talked about this before on the show too. There are times when the offense makes a pitcher look good, and there are times when the pitcher looked good, and he looked good. He just goes 6, walks 1, 7 strikeouts. His ERA is sitting at 2.90 now. And the Brewers are just rolling. This is a team that I think you could legitimately say this is a World Series contender right now. They just got a lot of things going for them. They're hot right now, so they're going to look like that. That's for sure. They're definitely hot right now. But I don't know. It feels like more than that. You've got a little bit of the devil magic, that we used to say about the Cardinals all the time. It seems like no matter what they do, Andrew Vaughn, for instance, Andrew Vaughn hits his 13th home run of the season, and it's been ridiculous. Like this guy was on the White Sox and got dumped. It's wild. No matter what they do, it seems like it's the right thing. Whether it's the front office, the management, the players themselves, it just everything clicks for them. This is ridiculous. And you can talk about like the guys and who they are and who is this guy? They're good players. I don't know. Seems like nothing like that seems to click. Nothing seems to work right for the Pirates. Whenever you go on a stretch like this, it kind of really brings that stuff to light. And, that's part of it. O'Neal Cruz and Jack Sawinski both going hard after a ball, and Cruz is diving. Sawinski kind of tries to pull up last minute. It almost looked to me like he poked O'Neal Cruz in the eye. Cruz would later leave the game before his next at bat, which was probably good because his first one didn't look like he was going to do much but strike out against Peralta in this one. So he's on that kind of a run. There's a lot to dislike right now about this team. And you know what? They could come right back out today and win the game with Mitch Keller on the mound. Although if I'm Mitch Keller and I'm looking at this lineup, I might call off. Might just call off. No, I mean, obviously gamers aren't going to do that kind of thing. And they're going to go out. That's the best thing about baseball is you get to shake it off and try again. And there are times, specifically in the month of August, where you just can't do that. And you're at a point in the season for the Pirates that's going to be really hard to do. Your season's over. You're playing for nothing but yourself. And that's not a motivator, right? Playing for your guys, playing for the win, things like that. Those are the things that motivate players. And that's just not, man, that's why they're the dog days. That kind of stuff is really hard to do at this point in the season. And so, it is what it is. Listen, go out, Mitch Keller, throw your game. I mean, you kind of need him to go 7 now. This bullpen is absolutely taxed. It's absolutely taxed. There's not a whole lot to love here, except for you get a day off after this one. So let's maybe look forward to that. Short and sweet here today. There's not much else to say. There's really not. And I don't think you want to hear me talk about it, really. I don't think you want to hear me talk about it. Look forward. Go get a win today. Have a nice day off. There's a path here to kind of moving past this, but it's going to be difficult. There's just not enough to play for. you can't let it pile up. These guys have to figure something out, and there are some changes that need made, and we'll continue to talk about them. Like I said, we got a day off. We'll talk about tonight's game tomorrow, and then we've got a day off to talk about some stuff. So we're gonna cut it short here and play some music. Get out of here. Let's go, Bucks.
Thanks for listening to the Bridge to Buctober podcast. Subscribing to your platform of choice is the best way to be notified for new episodes. And now, new episodes every weekday. Remember, live shows with my dad and Uncle Jake are Sundays at 9 p.m. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and join them in the live chat every Sunday. Follow them on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Bridge2 Buctober. Clear the deck. Cannonball coming. And let's go Bucks.